Let's go, let's go. I'd like to welcome everybody back to another episode of Real Bread Life Podcast. My guest today is Mike E. Not Mikey, Mike E. Mike is a SCHMIDT vendor, independent operator. I bumped into Mike out on the road one day. Didn't have my cameraman with me, but I did have my mics. So this is our conversation. I hope you like it. Stay blessed, keep stacking.
Mike that does SCHMIDT. So how long did you get started? When did you get started and how? Like, what was your...
So I used to work for a packaging supply warehouse, family owned, and I just needed something better, so I left. Everybody I used to work for or with in Walmart years ago bought a bread route. Like, my cousin was in there, my best friend was in there, so they kind of just got me in. I just started going with them, learning it.
Were they doing SCHMIDT as well?
They were doing SCHMIDT as well. Yep, they were route owners.
Okay.
Yep. So I started just going with them and riding along, and then eventually started handling the bread, and it was like, this isn't too bad. And went and signed a route with one of our friends from Walmart.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you jumped with him for a little while?
Yep.
Learn the business?
Yep.
How long do you think it took for you to like get the hang of it or realize it was this, you know what, I could do this?
It took me about 3 months. The waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning was the roughest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you worked the other job, you weren't up early?
Nah, not like that. I was like a 7 to 4. I was like 7 to 4.
Normal hours?
Normal hours. But I get back around 2 o'clock. So I'm still out fairly early enough to do what I gotta do.
Right.
Still have a life.
Was today one of your lighter days?
Today I was an off day.
Okay. You guys deliver on Saturdays though, right?
Yes, they do. Me and him kind of just reverse it. So he'll pick up the Saturday or I'll pick up the Saturday until we get the route big enough or planned where we both will be able to run it. Because we have 2 trucks, but we own 3 routes.
Okay. Oh, so you got 2 trucks, own 3 routes.
And we have a van, yep.
And you got a van.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's dope.
Yeah. So it's getting pretty big.
Nice.
I think I have like 70 stores or something.
70 stores.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's different. So Eric's route is fairly small.
Yeah, he's I forgot where Eric's route is.
Yeah, he was. I think I caught him in like Ansonia or something like that.
Yeah, he's over there, Essex maybe.
Yep. And then you guys come out of the same depot?
We come out of the same depot.
Where's that?
That's over in East Haven.
East Haven.
Yep.
Okay. Wow. So yeah, 3 routes, 2 trucks, 70 stores.
Yep.
And what was it structured like that, or you built it up to that?
We built it up to that. So it was 1 route originally. And then we were like, okay, somebody else was selling not their route, but they were selling stores off. And
right. Yeah, I'm familiar with it. Yeah, they start piecing it out.
Yep. So we were like, you know what? Let's grab these 15. So we grabbed between 10 and 15. And then the van we have goes all the way up to Plainsfield, I believe.
Plainsfield?
Yeah, over by like Mass.
Okay, right to the border.
Yes.
The Connecticut and Mass border.
Yep. But yeah, we cover pretty much all over the state. We're in Old Saybrook, Madison, Guilford, Branford, East Haven, New Haven, Colchester, East Hampton, Marlborough, Portland, Meriden. We're everywhere.
That's my area, Meriden, Wallingford.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do the BJs over there, the Big Y, East and West Center, Convalescent Homes. I used to have the Walmart on South or North Colony, but we got outbid by Flowers, and I was...
Really?
Thank you. Oh, I was just, the percentage was so low. I was bringing like 14, 15 stacks
That
in
was
there.
their private label, right?
Yes, I had the private label.
To do it. We said, no way. We do ShopRite's private label.
Right.
That bowl and basket.
Yep. Bowl and basket.
Yep.
Yeah, that private, it just wasn't worth it. The volume was nuts. It was filling my truck.
Yep.
It was filling my truck, and for that small number, and I'm about the business and the money, but wasn't enough.
Not enough breaking your back.
Yeah, especially when roll season comes, and I'm doing 2 and 3 trips.
Yep.
For a couple $100.
I get it.
Yeah, man.
I get it.
I'm sure you do.
That's how people in our depot is. Somebody I know has Manchester and all of that stuff, and he goes back 3 times during the holidays. And sometimes the 4th time he just leaves the bread at the depot because he's tired. I mean, he gets back at 9 o'clock at night, going in at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's rough.
Right. Yeah,
I couldn't do that. And he's older than me, and God bless him.
Well, I think sometimes when it's like that, that's bad planning and the way you have it structured and you're ordering.
Yep.
You could, you know, and again, I don't know. I'm just probably speaking out of place, but
usually when it gets like that, it's ShopRite's ordering their non-stop crazy amounts of bread.
oh yeah, I had an issue with one of the ShopRites I had in Cromwell, and they weren't being realistic.
Yep.
They just weren't being realistic
Because they stale out half of this bread.
Right, exactly.
Like,
they don't want holes.
Yes.
They want it to look like you just left all day long.
Yep.
And that's not realistic.
No.
And one of the managers there, I had an issue with him because of his expectation and his not being realistic.
Yep.
So, and I was doing it for proceeds, so I just gave it back to the guy. I'm sorry. Thank you. The money's all right, but it's not.
No. Yep.
And I had to give it back to him. And he's still having issues with that store.
Really?
Yeah, someone else, one of my other friends, took over, tried the same thing, and I'm saying it's not you, it's him. And yeah, they're just unrealistic. And not all ShopRites are like that. That one was.
Yep. Dang. That's what makes the job so much harder than it has to be.
Communication or the business end, like with the
Yeah,
stores.
like the other end of the business of the ShopRites or price rights or price.
That's another one that I hear. You know, I don't have one. Thank God, from the stories I hear.
Yep.
They go through it in the price rights too.
There's a lot of stuff behind closed doors about the business. You think it's just delivering bread, but it's so much more than that.
And this is the reason why I share the information. I have the channel and I talk to the people, because people have no idea. They think it's just, oh, you guys make good money, you get bread, and you.
It's great. It's great money. I mean.
Yeah, but there's a lot more into it than just pick it up and put it on the shelf.
Yeah.
You know, so. And once people get in, that's why I always ask, how long did it take before you realize, okay, I can do this, or this is for me? Because people think about the money and they think it's easy. And once they start, I've had guys I try to show and they're like, this ain't for me.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, so, you have that issue as well,
Well, around the depot, I watch a lot of people try to get other people to cover their days or cover their route, so they can sit home and find something else to do, or somebody to buy a route, and I see them for 3 days, and then after that, they're gone.
Right.
And I see these people run through them like bottles of water.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard. Jumpers in this business are a very, very valuable commodity.
Yep.
And when you find a couple, you know, their calendars are booked out.
Yep. And that's what I am. I mean, I'm a jumper for, not a jumper to Schmidt, but I'm a jumper to my friends.
Right.
If my friend needs a vacation, I'll go cover that vacation, and I'll go back to my original route.
Right.
Because I have somebody else to cover the route for me.
Right. Well, that's just doing good business, and you know, you're just not leaving no money on the table.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, like I said, there's guys that I'm good friends with that have been doing this as long as me, and their calendars are just booked out.
Yep.
You know, and they may have small windows of 3 days here, 2 days there, and they always let me know, hey, if you're thinking about doing anything, I got this weekend coming up in 4 months. Yep. You know what I mean? So.
And then we're gonna turn.
Yep. So yeah, that's good, man. Yeah. That's good. I'm glad I had a chance to talk to you.
Yeah, that's crazy. Small world.
Interesting. Yeah, man. That's dope. I appreciate you, you know, being willing to talk to me.
Yeah. Stay blessed. Keep stacking.
My man.